Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, then I am Priyanka and I share simplified beginners friendly tutorials on Salesforce Data Cloud, Marketing Cloud and more. Okay, so today we are diving into a very powerful features of Data Cloud called Calculated Insights. If you are ever wanted to understand your customer data in more details, like how many times they made a purchase, what their average spending is, or how long they have been inactive, then Calculated Insights is the tool you need. Okay, so stay with me till the end, because I will not only explain what Calculated Insight are, but also give you real time business example to make it super easy to understand. Okay, so let's get started. Let's start with the basic. So in Salesforce Data Cloud, you already have your customer data unified from different sources like CRM, website, apps, and offline systems, right? So, but raw data alone doesn't always give you actionable business value. So that's where Calculated Insights come into play. So for if I am talking about its definition, then Calculated Insights are like a smart formula or rules that you apply on top of your customers data to calculate metrics, scores, or KPIs that help you analyze customers behavior and make business decisions. So yeah, I know, so very technical and difficult, so let's think of it like a Excel. Okay, so you have raw rows of data, but until you create formula like sum, average, or count, you don't get a real insights, right? Calculated Insights work the same way inside the Data Cloud. Okay, so why Calculated Insights are important? So why do we need this? Well, business don't just want to see raw customers transactions, they want to answer questions like, right, who are my top loyal customers, so what is the average purchase value per customer, and what customers have not engaged with us in the last 90 days, who is the most likely to churn, right? So instead of calculating these manually, Data Cloud automatically computes them for you with the calculated insights. So for example, let's take imagine Tanishq has customer data from in store purchase, right? So online website and loyalty program, using Calculated Insight, they can like calculate the total purchase value of each customers in the last year, find the average order value for each customers, identify the last purchase date and calculated the date is since last purchase, segment customers into categories like gold shoppers spend above 50,000 and dormant shoppers no purchase in 180 days, etc., right? So these insights helps the brand personalized campaigns, like sending exclusive offers to gold shoppers or when back discounts to dormant shoppers, right? So so in the shorts, Calculated Insight turn your plan customer data into meaningful metrics that can derive personalization, marketing campaigns, and better business decisions. So in the next so this is all about the introduction part of the Calculated Insight. So in this dashboard you can clearly see, so we have it's look like this, these Calculated Insights. Okay, so now here you can see there is so many things like we can see here Calculated Insight data is so tabular format, right? So now if I am clicking on new, there is one of the new button, right? So if I am clicking on new, then you can see clearly we have so many types of Calculated Insights. First, Calculated Insights, which we have already discussed. Second is Streaming Insights, real time, from package, from data kit, right? So basically if you see, you can see you can see clearly in the there is some content is visible, right? If we are going to the first one, Calculated Insight, there is you can see create an insight on data model object and run the insights on schedule interval. So if you are going to the calculation, we have two types of calculating, use visual builders and SQL. So first we will discuss one by one these definition. Okay, so first one is Calculated Insight, so which we are already discussed. There is dimension and matrix is most important to calculate any customer's lifetime purchase value or lifetime activities, right? And in the Streaming Insight is nothing but if you want to you want to basically if I can say you want to find your real based data, okay, real time based data, then you can use that one, okay. But this is not the basically totally real time of data. Streaming insight is like the insights on a streaming data model which is used for the data actions, right? So in this case you can use a visually you can without any SQL or without anything, you can use these streaming insights by for near real time data, okay. So streaming is basically calculated insight totally for the historic data. Streaming insight is for near real time data, okay. And real time insights is basically totally of the real time data. Basically there is some milliseconds or some microseconds differences, but if we are talking about the streaming insights, then in that case you can see maybe 4 to 5 minute difference, okay. Only these differences you can see in streaming insights and in real time insights. So streaming insights is near real time, and real time insights is approx nearly real time, because in the real time insights we can only see millisecond differences, but in the streaming insight we can see 5 to 6 minute differences, okay. But calculated insights totally different for from both of them, because it is only calculate only the historic data. We can here in schedule our intervals, schedule our time particular, and then we can create our calculated insights. So there is and from a package there is we have to create a calculated insight from an installed Salesforce package. So here we have some packages which we can install and we can use that one in the calculated insight. Same for the data kit, and the data kit is nothing but it is here also we have some kits related to these insights, and then you can install that one and then you can properly use that one. So mostly we are using that calculated insight is streaming insight and real time. We didn't we are not focusing on packages and data kit, but yeah, this is also important. So now we are looking for discussing about the what are the calculated SQL insights, okay. So in the here we can see we have so many calculated insights types. So in the first one is calculated insight, and here we are going to the use SQL authoring, okay. So SQL calculated insight. So we will discuss about the visual and SQL both, but first we are going to the SQL insights. So in the SQL insights, when we are clicking on it and go to the next, and then here you can see one of the format, right? So here you can clearly see there is in the left side so many tables name which we have which is existing in our data cloud, and right side one of the SQL format, right? So in that case we will discuss what is the SQL insights and how we are using this one, okay. So basically if I am going to the introduction part of the SQL insights, so in the data cloud, calculated insight allow us to create metrics and KPIs from customer data, right? So but sometimes the standard point and click builders is not enough, and that's where SQL insights come in, okay. So with this SQL insights you can write your own SQL queries directly inside data cloud to count customers, group them by attribute like gender or region, calculate average or sums, and perform more complex logic. Basically SQL insights gives you full control over how your insights are calculated. So why we are using this one? So SQL insights are super useful when you need advanced aggregations, okay, aggregations. So you want more flexibility than the visual builders. So or when when business teams want custom metrics like how many customer purchased 3+ times like last month, this type of scenario you can use by this, okay. So instead of being limited to drag and drop nodes, SQL lets you define exactly how your data should be grouped, okay, so filtered and calculated. So for example, if you can see here when we are giving our calculated insights names, and here in the left side we have some tables and best practices for this, okay. So whenever you are writing your SQL in this whenever you are writing your SQL query, okay, so first you have to just don't for the best practices, don't use any manual don't type any manual things, okay. Just click on that particular table and just insert that one, okay. No need to like type manual, because sometimes it is like throw the errors, because if you are insert directly in the table name in the SQL query, then you can see there is a difficult format, okay. Basically you can say different format for that, right? Okay, so in that case we will learn how we are using the SQL query, so one by one. So here I am using the individual table, okay, so which is my profile related table, which I am using here. So okay, so in that case you can give the description or anything in here, or if you want to did not want to use, then you can ignore that one, it's on you, and your scenarios. So now I am going to use the individual, okay. I have just select that one, okay, my individual table, okay, and then I have to just insert that one. No need to write manually anything, okay. So just I am going to here and just select my table name, and here in the example you can clearly see how what is the format and how you have to do all the things, okay. So in this when we are starting, so let's start. So first I have to go to the select, and then give a table name or that field name which I have to which I need for my scenarios, okay. So in that case so I have to just need individual ID. So you can clearly see whenever I am inserting this directly, then you can see here is the format is change, right? If you are you want to write manually, then maybe some differences or some errors goes through, okay. So you have to just remember these things, best practices. You have to just select your field or table name and just click on insert, okay. So it will directly insert in your query as a field in your query box, okay, SQL query box. So now I need that Zender, so I am using some here I am using these things, so one by one, okay. So from if you can see from SSOT individual DLM, this is the data table where individual customers record are stored, okay. And SSOT gender ID, here we are selecting the gender field and remaining it to gender which we are using that one. And count distinct ID is this count is unique customers, so duplicates aren't are not included, right? So these are the simple query. So and the we are using alias for that, because of aliases simplify that these big name of that table field, right? So in that case we can use the alias for that, okay. So now we are choosing the table name, okay. After that after choosing the table name, you can just group by your gender ID. This why we are using the group by, because this ensures the count is broken down by gender, okay. So you have to decide your dimensions and matrix. So calculated inside totally based on your dimensions and matrices. So you have to just decide your dimensions and calculate your matrices and find your useful insights. So that's why we are using the calculated insights. So okay, so here we are using the group by gender, okay. So in that case in that case we will looks our output looks like genders, total customers, and if gender is male, then you can see their total customers, male total customers, female total customers, right? So instantly we know how many male, female and other customers exist in our database. So in that case you can create your insights, okay. So here we can see some errors and differences, so we need to just remove that one. So just I am just copying this one, and yeah, so now this is valid. So there is some syntax mismatch, so only that things is you need to always check, okay. So now we are going to the next, and here you can schedule your time, because this is the calculated insights SQL that's why here all the things is historical database, okay. So historical data, so you have to just schedule your time, okay. So now this is demo purpose, that's why I am using not schedule and going to the enable this one, okay. So after enabling this one, so after sometimes it will active, and then you can see these data all the things in output or everything in your query editor. So in the query editor you can see your all the records related to this, okay. So if in your table, how many data related to males, how many data related to female, and others. Then you can all the things see here in query calculated insights. Maybe in currently it's showing 0 because it is in progress. So once it will active, then you can see all the data in here, okay, in the calculated insight. So this is all about the calculated insights. So here basically some people are doing some common mistakes. So always remember, before you start, here are a few things to keep in mind, okay. So always use aliases with underscore c at the end. Example like total underscore customer underscore c, right? Use distincts when counting IDs to avoid duplicates. Group only by field you actually want to categorize on, okay. Check field name carefully. They must match exactly as defined in the schema. So this is all about the calculated insight SQL, okay. So now that's it. So that's how you create calculated insights, calculated SQL insights in Salesforce Data Cloud. Okay, so calculated. Now we are discussing about the calculated insights. Use Visual Builder. Okay, so Visual Builder is a no-code drag and drop interface inside Data Cloud to create calculated insight without writing SQL. Okay, so great for business analyst and marketer who don't know SQL. Query allow adding measures, count, sums, average, and dimensions, groups, field like gender, reason, product. You can also add filters, joins, and transformation. So here you can see in the screen there is join, aggregate functions, case, filters, transformation, arithmetic expressions, so many things. So without using the SQL query, you can directly use here your filters, okay, and just drag and drop and write down your filters names, and then you can use that one, okay. So no need to write your no need to write down the queries and anything. So you can by using this also you can directly use that your particular scenarios, and then you can use that particular scenarios and follow your particular cases, okay. So so first we need to navigate the insights. So you can clearly see, just go to the new and then select your data space and then choosing your Visual Builder, right, and then select your object like purchase or anything, and then click on next, and here you can clearly you have to add your aggregate node, okay. So on the canvas you can see aggregate, so node, so count, sum, dimensions. So in the measurement you can use the count and sum. Dimension, for the dimensions you can use add customer ID, gender, these type of things, and you can directly click apply, okay, and then you can add some filters like purchase date is greater than 2 days or last 30 days or something like that, and then you have to just save and run that one, okay. So this is all about the streaming Visual Builder insights, okay. So this is not the so difficult or anything, because this is very easy. If you don't know about the SQL query, then you have to here just drag and drop and understand your particular scenarios, okay. So this is about that one, okay. So you can use this same scenarios and same expression in here also. So no need to worry if you don't know about the SQL query. You can use the Visual. So in the screen you can clearly see streaming insight is nothing but it's similar about the calculated insight, and it's also two types is Visual Builder and SQL. So that format are same which we have discussed in previously. So you have to just drag and drop everything in here in the Visual Builder. You don't need to write down any code or anything. You have to just drag and drop and apply your scenario. According to your scenario you can just filter and apply the node and add the some aggregate functions, okay. So these type of things you can do. So basically before we starting we are discussing about the what are the these of course this streaming insight, right. So streaming insight is nothing but which I have already explained, streaming insight in Data Cloud is let you know process real-time data the moment it arrives, right. So instead of waiting for batch process, streaming insight helps you detect patterns or anomalize or action instantly. So suppose imagine you are tracking a customer actions on your website, right, app or even IoT devices. So as soon as an event like a purchase, login or a click happens, Streaming Insights can process it on the fly. So based on that, you can trigger actions such as sending an alert, updating a record, or starting a journeys. So think of it like a real-time brain, so that reacts instantly when data streams in. Okay, it's two type also: visual builders, where normally Streaming Insights involve complex SQL queries or code, right? So but with the visual builder, Salesforce gives us a drag and drop no code interface to define conditions, set threshold, creating streaming rules, apply real time filters, anything, right? Like you can clearly see in here, if we want to use the SQL query, then you can simply select our SQL, and otherwise if you want to use Visual Builder, then you can use that Visual Builder only. Okay, so according to your skills and according to your if you are not comfortable about the for SQL queries, then you can go with the Visual Builder, right? Drag and drop and just create your scenarios. Okay, so this is all about the streaming data. Okay, so Streaming Insights you can clearly see here also. So you have to just select your field name and you have to just click on insert. Okay, so don't need to type or writing manually. Okay, so this is like that. So for example, if I am giving you the real time example, so you want to detect fraudulent transactions in real time, right? A customer usually spend 5,000 per transaction. Suddenly within 5 minutes they try 3 transactions above 50,000 each. Okay, so with its Streaming Insight in Visual Builder, you can set a rule to watch for unusual transactions amount and define a window time frame, right? For example, 3 transactions within 5 minutes. If the condition matches, then trigger an alert to the fraud monitoring teams or freeze the card automatically. So this is if we are talking about how Streaming Insights with the Visual Builders works, then you have to just select your data streams, which data stream basically connect the sources, for example transaction, event data, website clicks, IoT, etc. Open Visual Builders, choose Streaming Insights, define conditions, drag and drop and set time window, right? So more time of real time use cases basically in the Streaming Insights we are using. If you want to use the SQL, then you can directly write down your particular basically your particular queries, and you have to just check the syntax and then you can go with that. Okay, so just these are the all about the queries related things in the insights. Okay, so in the screen you can clearly see we have follow all the data, and we are just group by the individual ID because we want to count for this. Okay, so that's why we are using that one. Okay, so and now we are giving the some Streaming Insights names, and then you can use that. So basically benefit of the Streaming Insight is a Visual Builder or a SQL builder. So in real time, this is the real time processing, right? So in here you can use the Visual Builder and SQL also. So in the proactive engagement, so engage using this, engage customers at the right moment. So this is all about the streaming data. So now here you have to just mention your API's insights name, and then you can clearly go with that and so now we are going to just next, and then we are just save and run, and then you can use that one. Okay, so I am using just save and draft because we have already that one. So we don't have any real time data, so that's why. So this is all about the process. You can follow this one. So I hope you understand what is the Streaming Insight now, so and how it will work. Okay, so next we will discuss about the real time. Okay, so now this is the Streaming Insight. Calculated insight is nothing but if you are we are talking about the real-time calculated insights, so this is similar to the Streaming Insights. Okay, so in the real-time insights is if we are using the real-time insights, then there is nearby some this is the approx real-time based data. Okay, it will be give you the approx real-time based data. Whenever we are talking about the Streaming Insights, then maybe it's data and real-time is differences between 5 to 6 minutes, but if we are using the real-time, then it's approx real-time, because in there we have only milliseconds difference. So that's why we are you called it real-time insights. So by using this, you can you can find out your milliseconds of data. So that's so this is the real-time definition. Okay, so this is the real-time example. And if suppose if and see, if calculated insights calculated insight give you the historic data, streaming insights give you the approx 6 to 7 minutes differences in the real time, but in the real time there is only milliseconds differences. So in that case, if we are create our insights using the real time, then we can use only the visual insights, because there is not any option to SQL insights. So that's why we can only use that visual insights. So now here we can give our list name, and we can share the list and everything here, and then you can see clearly in the dashboard. So all the related to information is visited here. So similarly, streaming insight and SQL insights, you can also create the real-time insights. So so this is all about the real-time insights. And this is here is also we are using same process, a visual insight, where we can use the joins, aggregate, notes, and outputs, everything, right? So and from packages and data kits, you can see here. And this is not this is only for the packages. That so friends, now we have already explored all types of insights in Salesforce Data Cloud. Salesforce Data Cloud is streaming insights, calculated insights, SQL based, and calculated insights using Visual Builder, right? So let's quickly recap for that things. Okay, so streaming insights work in real time, capturing live events such as a website visit, product being added to a cart, or a payment transactions, right? Calculated insights, SQL based, give you complete flexibility with custom queries, helping you calculate advanced KPIs like average purchase value, churn of predictions, or engagement across multiple channels. Calculated insights using visual builders are perfect for those who are not comfortable with SQL with a simple drag and drop approach. So you can create metrics like active user in the last 30 days or loyal customers buying patterns. So the main purpose of all these insights is the same: to strengthen the 360-degree customer view and give business a clear understanding of their customers' behaviors, needs, and future actions, right? So this helps drive a better segmentation, personalization, and data-driven decisions. So in the real world example, imagine a retail brand or any another e-commerce product websites knows which customers have made a repeat purchase in the last 30 days, right? So calculated insights, you can find it by using the calculated insights. And now when the same customers is currently adding a product to the cart, then streaming insights you can use. The brand can instantly send a discount coupon via marketing cloud. And that's how Salesforce Data Cloud Insight become the backbone of data driven marketing and customers engagement, right? So if you found this video helpful, then it's my honors. And just in the next video we will explore more advanced on concept or Salesforce Data Cloud and everything. So follow for more information and details. Thank you.